Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. This evening we are not going to be discussing UFOs or the sightings of UFO spaceships, right? If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I would have you know that here on Inappropriate Radio, we discuss everything from religion to spirituality, okay? So, science, psychology, spirituality, social events. We try to stay away from politics. Sometimes it does come up and we are able to make connections between the political world and the spiritual world, right? That is the overall goal here, to make the connections between the spiritual world and the physical world. Now, for about 3 weeks now, I would like to say we've been doing a slightly thorough investigation on the interactions with UFOs or aliens or the sightings of spacecrafts. Now, since this Miami Mall incident, I have become more interested in learning more. If you just want to know what we're doing, we are taking information, right, and using all the numbers surrounding a few things in particular, right? So the dates and locations of these aliens, shuttles being, seen, or people reporting to have interacted with them, right? We're taking those dates and the coordinates of the locations and comparing, right? We're comparing those numbers to the birth and death dates of prominent figures. Doesn't matter which industry they work in. We are also comparing those numbers to the dates and coordinates of traumatic weather events, political uprisings, including but not limited to the passing of bills and who passed them, and other important dates in history. Now, the further we went down this rabbit hole, the further the more we were able to make connections between all of these dates. Now, I'm going to share this with you because it's going to be a little bit more important for the topic we are discussing. Now, we're going over name changing, right? What it means to change the name and a few spiritual things that are associated with that. Now, days when the Creator has me rest. I think I shared this with you all. Sometimes he'll have me not eat before doing the recording. Sometimes he would instruct me to shower. Sometimes he would instruct me to rest. And each of those instances, I have learned since we've been recording that those scenarios create a better environment in my spirit in order for me to transmute energy or translate the download in a particular way, right? Most of the times when I am asleep, I will get a download in my sleep. So, that goes to say, whenever he has me do something in particular, especially when he has me not eat before the recording, I noticed that it's one of those downloads that doesn't require me to do much research. It's more of one of those spiritual things, as all of these, right? These processes that are involved in divulging the information for the segment is not always something that you can just Google. It's just spiritual information Now you can Google things and do research and may be able to come across things that will give you an explanation for it scientifically or even psychologically or even socially, right? And most of these instances, when you do find something that purports and supports what we're covering spiritually, you would have to go to people who are a part of the spiritual community, or at least a scientist who believes in God. Okay, now name changing. When you change your name, you are changing the frequency that you have had assigned to you when you come into this dimension. This can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing, right? But what I like to always say to people when they do things like steal people's destiny, steal people's essence, steal people's ideas, or take on the life and likeness of others, I like to always remind those type of people that when you do that, you leave your own essence and your own energy neglected, right? You're neglecting your own spiritual responsibilities. Everything that is assigned to your name, everything that is assigned to your spiritual journey falls by the wayside because you are consumed with absorbing the gifts, the rewards, the karma, the dharma, the light, the dark, whatever is associated with this new name or someone that you've been monitoring and attempting to take from. You leave your own stuff by the wayside. That right there is creating karma within itself. A lot of people are so concerned with the here and now, with this dimension and timeline that we're currently in, that they don't really care to think about how all of the other versions of them are too affected. Even when these destiny swaps or different personalities and spirits and gifts are tampered with when they belong to other people, even when those attempts are successful, you're still leaving your own self. And you have to remember, even if it is successful for you on your end, it doesn't mean that the person on the other end is in agreement. So you could just be giving them a spiritual upgrade. You could be taking an essence that vibrates on a frequency that doesn't assist that person with elevating. So you probably did them a favor. If the creator allows such things to occur, you have to wonder why. Okay? If he stops it, you have to wonder why. So this is attached to name changing, right? When you change your name, even if it is for a good reason, you are neglecting your purpose. You are neglecting your spiritual essence. Sure, some people have negative reminders and just things that are attached to their name that reminds them of so much trauma, stigma, and just an energy that they want to separate themselves from. And of course, if it's with good reason, it's with good reason. Now, some people are led, okay, to change their name for that exact reason. Some people have been cursed via their name, and the creator will give them an assignment, a new assignment rather, that is attached to their new name. But if you have a name that you have been given by the angels, by the creator, and you have allowed yourself to succumb, right, to the distractions and the different things that are associated with hate and different negative energies, you have to really dig deep inside of yourself and find out, why are you so opposed to your own journey? Some people even come in this dimension looking for their souls, okay? And this is also attached to the name change. People automatically, when you go in to change your name for spiritual reasons, see, some people do it for legal reasons, okay? And I'll give you an example. When you get married, that's your identity changing. You are now having your assignment shifted, right? When your name is being changed via marriage, you're assuming that you're going to have a new life, right? That's a new vibration. That's a new portal being opened. This is a new version of yourself. This is a new frequency. Hopefully, when you are getting your name changed as a result of marriage, you are operating at the correct frequency, which is love, at the highest frequency, right? So that's a major advancement. When you change your name for spiritual reasons, hopefully it is something that the Creator has led you to do and you followed it, because the Creator has something in store for you, and you have to change everything in your midst, including your name. Now, people who do this for legal reasons, for financial purposes, for social purposes, to appease the environment, they realign themselves with vibrations that are totally out of sync. And obviously, the reason and your intentions behind changing your name is going to be attached to the karma, but the intentions on why you're doing it is what is going to determine the karma. But no matter what, you have to realize that your original essence, your original journey, your original spirit and soul is connected to your birth name. It is even why in some cultures people share names, right? Because it is a common belief in a lot of indigenous communities that your destiny is shared with people. And in reality, it is, because we're all connected to one another in some way or the other, some way or another, right? So this speaks to the idea, the ideation, and the belief and the understanding that you are not just you alone. Your purpose in your life and your journey is not just about you. And we've gone over that in several different ways, right? We've talked about that. But the initial purpose here is to really gain a foot on where you're supposed to be going. And if you are changing your name, you are changing the trajectory of where you're going. Again, if it's for like religious or spiritual purposes, hopefully the Creator has led you to that, because some people even get coerced into doing that as well, right? Hopefully it is something that the Creator wants, because your essence can be stolen that way as well. Yes, even if it is for a religious purpose, if the Creator did not lead you to do it. We have to understand that your name is a part of your assignment. It's a part of your gift. It's attached to you. And we've even discussed knowing your name in the spirit. Your name is important because it has an energetic cord attached to it that allows you to go into different timelines and dimensions. I mean, your name could be the same throughout all of the ethers, throughout every timeline, throughout every, function and phase of each of your lives. But be mindful, okay? You neglect yourself when you start changing things that the Creator doesn't want you to change. You have to wonder, if you're neglecting all of these things that are associated with you, where is it going? That's how people get earthbound. Alright. But I'm gonna end it here. I do love y'all. I hope all is well. I hope y'all are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it is free. Alright, love y'all.